Yes, the Casanovians. A beautiful sunny Sunday in Malaga, and I wanted to put this video together. It was actually recommended to me. This particular title was recommended to me yesterday by the guy that I'm currently coaching out here in Malaga, because he was like, listen, dude, I'm getting so much from our time together, and he identified that for me, the way that I've been able to coach him to get results with him fast, he was like, you really need to make a video outlining your process and really getting clear on the type of people who you can really help. So the guy in question who I'm coaching out here, he's in his late 40s, he's got his own business, he's absolutely crushing it in most areas of life, but it was just this area, like the women side of things, that he was really struggling with. And the transformation has been crazy. Like within a week of him signing up to become a member of my private network, the Entourage, he was already going out there. He was already approaching. He was already getting phone numbers. He was already stacking dates from women who he's met through organic attraction. This was before we've even done our in-person together. Now it's we've been working together. This is day 3 today. We had a great session yesterday. He was doing things that he's never done in his life before. He was approaching girls who were with their friends, big groups of girls. He was number closing really high quality women. The other day, he number closed a beautiful Moroccan girl inside of a restaurant. Like he went inside of a restaurant as other people were watching him, had this 5-minute conversation with a gobsmackingly gorgeous Moroccan woman. She was just blown away by the audacity of the approach. And he came out of that restaurant feeling like a new man. He was like, I would never have done that. Before I signed up to the Entourage, before I signed up to work with you, that's something that was so far from my reality that I never thought I would be able to do that, especially at my time of life as well. I find with the older guys, it's easy for them to feel as though they've got stuck in their ways, can't teach an old dog new tricks, blah, blah, blah. Couple of days with me, dating life's completely changed, mindset's completely changed, business has completely changed as well. This is why I love working with entrepreneurs, business owners, high-level guys, because when you come and work with me, I'm not just giving you cold approach training. Like, yeah, you're going to accelerate your cold approach progress with me way faster than you'd ever be able to on your own. But also it's the conversations that we have, like the conversations that we've been having in between our approaches. Conversation that he had with me on the first day, spoke about 30-minute conversation. I gave him some advice on how he could essentially double, triple, maybe even quadruple his business, right? So this is the value that entrepreneurs especially get when they work with me, because I built my personal brand from the ground up. I've gone from £24 in my bank account to turning over 20k months. I do know a lot about a lot, and that's why working with me, it's a way of not only getting more girls, it's a way of making more money. It's a way of exploding your business. If you don't have a personal brand at the moment and you want to crush it on YouTube, on social media, I can help you do that. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. I've just spent £14,000 on business mentoring. So as I learn, I filter my knowledge down to the guys in my network, and that's why we're getting ahead, right? That's why we're getting ahead of the rest of the pack. So yeah, I hope you boys like the hat. I bought it deliberately because I wanted to buy something that really made people look. Like, I really wanted to just buy an item of clothing that really signaled my freedom from bullshit energy to the world. Like, this is actually a woman's hat, right? It's a woman's hat. Like, strutting through the streets of Malaga, the guy I was coaching said it to me yesterday. It's like, your energy is off the scale. Like, you really do not give a flying fuck what people think of you. I went to buy a bottle of water in the supermarket, and this guy was like, you look like a woman. I'm like, yeah, I am a fucking woman. And what? And I didn't even know where to turn to. So, like, I've just developed my character so much where I'm too far gone to actually care what the mind-dead masses have to think of me. And everything that I do is an extension of my freedom from bullshit personality. This is why entrepreneurs, high-level guys, business owners, digital nomads, this is why they get results fast when they work with me, because my approach to life rubs off on them. They learn through osmosis. A lot of guys who I work with, they're doing well in business especially. They're making a lot of money, but they've not freed themselves from the matrix of their minds. They're still marinating in the matrix of mediocrity. They're still operating like they don't have two pennies to rub together when they go into their approaches. I'm like, dude, You need to have more justified arrogance. You need to be walking through this world like you're the dog's bollocks. You need to have more of this irrational confidence in your own ability. Like, look at everything that you've built. Look at what you've done. Look at the vicissitudes and the obstacles and the challenges that you've had to overcome in your life. When you're approaching those women, you need to feel that you fully deserve them, right? The way that you're showing up in your business, where you're telling me how great you are, how much you're crushing it, how much money you're making, that same type of justified arrogance, that needs to be translated in your cold approach conversation. This is how we need to move through the sexual marketplace, especially if right now you are a high level guy, you're crushing it in business, you're making great money, you're living an amazing life. All game is learning how to deliver our value to the world. That's it. It's right. You've stacked all these materialistic trophies. You've got your vanity metrics dialed in. You're dressing well. Things are looking good. You've become the most fuckable version of yourself. With the guys that I work with, really, the only thing that is missing is the permission to believe in their own product. That's it. You've got an incredible product. You're just shit at marketing it at the moment. And that's where I come in. And the conversations that I've been having during my time with this guy in Malaga, they've really opened my eyes as to why entrepreneurs in their 30s and 40s decide to work with me. It's because I am completely no bullshit. I am pragmatic. And I think what's really, really crucial is when they work with me, it's been one of the very few times in their career where they've had somebody give them brutally honest feedback, right? Because in their world, they're the dog's bollocks. In their world, they've got status. In their world, they are the CEO of their businesses. They are the CEO of their own lives. But then when they come and work with me for the first time in a very long time, I penetrate straight to the source. I'm like, dude, listen, I don't give a fuck who you are or how successful you've been in your life. On the streets, no one cares about you. Day game is the ultimate equalizer. Streets don't care how much money you've made. Streets don't care how successful materialistically you are. Streets don't care about the number on your bank account. All the streets give a fuck about is your belief in your product in that moment. And guy that I was coaching was like, I just really appreciate the immediate, no bullshit feedback that you gave to me. And he's been implementing it like a savage. So one of the things we spoke about yesterday, we finished our session, we went to a bar, and he was like, right, just tell me how it is. Tell me what I'm shit at the moment. I was like, right, dude, you're doing really well. You're going out there, you're getting numbers, you're getting dates. We've only been working together for, 2 days yesterday. He's already done amazing things for himself. He was like, oh, how do I reach the next level with cold approach? And I was like, limit the amount of hesitation that you've currently got, right? That's a big thing, right? Limiting the amount of hesitation. One of the laws in Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power is to enter action with boldness, right? Audacity is arousing. The longer it takes you to get into that conversation, once you've spotted that woman you want to talk to, the more of this risk-averse energy you're going to give off in that conversation. So what I explained to him yesterday was the reason why some of your approaches are not as powerful as they could be is simply because you're taking too long to get yourself in there. Now look, I'm not unrealistic. I'm not saying that as soon as you see you have to go, because sometimes it is sensible to just look around. Okay, is she with somebody? Maybe them two are together. But then as soon as you've got that green light and you know she's on her own, or even if she's with a friend, once you've got that green light and you've said to yourself, fuck it, that's really important. Just have that verbal anchor in your mind. You see that girl, you say, fuck it, and you go. You're training yourself to act on immediacy. And what I said to the guy yesterday was, you want to train yourself to act on immediacy throughout your entire life. When it's time to take a cold shower, say fuck it, go. When it's time to get out of bed in the morning, say fuck it and go. When it's time to cold approach that gob-smackingly gorgeous girl, say fuck it and go, right? The way you do anything is the way you do everything. So the more we can condition ourselves to act on immediacy, the easier it's going to be to get ourselves into those approaches fast. And once we are able to act on immediacy, that's when we blow that girl away within those first few seconds, because we're not giving off this maybe type of energy. We need to go in there with fuck yes energy. It's like, right, I've seen you, I'm a man, you're a woman, and I like that. So that's really important. Start acting on immediacy more. You can do that today. Whenever you're met with resistance, just say fuck it and get it done, right? That's what happens. It's like people who take action fast are the ones who get the best results. Whenever I'm on sales calls with guys, and it's like, oh, I'm going to need to think about it. Give me a couple more months and then maybe I'll get back to you. forget about it. You're not going to get results because you're not an action taker. This is the reason why I work with entrepreneurs, business owners, digital nomads, because this is the type of individual who knows the importance of taking action fast. I spent 14 grand the other day. Boom, done. Tell me the next steps. That's how I've got to where I've got to. That's how I've built my international lifestyle. That's why I've got to a level where I'm free from bullshit. That's why I've got to a level where I feel as though I've got the women's side of life handled, because now I'm operating from that place of abundance, right? Abundance not always having, it's knowing I can have. Because I've mastered this decentralized skill set of the awake 1%, I never feel needy in my life again. I know I'm only ever one great approach away from everything changing. So that's really important. Start taking action faster in the rest of your life. Oh, I'm thinking about signing up to a gym. Dude, stop saying that phrase. I'm thinking about doing. Stop thinking about doing and just start doing. I'm thinking about learning the language. I'm thinking about starting a business. I'm thinking about starting YouTube. I'm thinking. You're going to think your way into your fucking grave. Stop thinking. Stop hesitating. Stop being a victim to selection paralysis, right? Get things done fast. It's your fucking life at the end of the day, and you're pissing it away one procrastination at a time, right? Eternity's a long time, and we're too long dead, right? The world rewards action takers. So start taking action fast. Start acting on immediacy. See that girl, go in for it, right? You'll feel so much more powerful in your approaches. You'll feel like a king. You'll walk through the world with this elegance and grace and nobility, because you'll feel like, do you know what? I can fucking do shit. That's important. The other reason, which was explained to me yesterday, why entrepreneurs in their 30s and 40s really love working with me is because I normalize this whole process, right? I think one of the issues when guys are looking for somebody to work with, somebody to hold their hand through this experience, somebody who can actually get them results fast, one of the issues I've found is guys are worried about this whole thing becoming sleazy, right? Because all the guys in my private network, the Entourage, they're not sleazy guys, but they're worried that their identity will get attached to the discipline of day game. And because there's this social stigma attached to day game, they're worried that their identities are going to be polluted. Does that make sense? So what was explained to me yesterday by the guy I'm coaching, he was like, at no point during our time together have I felt as though this is sleazy. The experience that I've had so far is we're two high-level guys who are walking around Malaga seducing the world, like leaving every woman better than we found her. And like, that's so important for the guys who I work with, because I aim to make these in-person coaching experiences as fun as possible. I remember he had an approach yesterday and it didn't go that well. And he had a few back-to-back approaches which just didn't go his way, right? It's super easy for the beginner to fall into that cascade of catastrophes and start taking the game really seriously. And he came out of that approach. I was like, how was it? He's like, nah, not a good one, not a good one. I could tell his energy started to dip. And I just responded with just like a humorous comment. I was like, yeah, fucking happens that, doesn't it? Oh well, on to the next one. Just my ability to puncture the seriousness with humor, it instantly elevated his state. And I was like, dude, sometimes the best thing you can do with cold approach is just laugh your way through it. Just laugh your way through life. Almost just have like irrational joy about the whole thing. So we were laughing about how shit that approach was. Next minute, we cross the road. He sees this Argentinian woman. Now his state is nice and high because I've been juggling humor into his mind. Goes over to the Argentinian woman, has about a 4.5 minute conversation, gets her phone number, comes out of that approach, feeling like a king again. So I think, especially with entrepreneurs and business owners and high-level guys, they're not having a lot of fun in their life, right? It's like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. And look, I'm a savage when it comes to business. I love making money. I love building things. I love creating a legacy, building an empire, going all the way to the top. But what I've found to be true is if we're not enjoying ourselves, if we're not feeling excited about who we are, it's difficult to be excited about where we're going. Does that make sense? So the way that I operate now is I'm in a position where I'm excited about who I am. I'm even more excited about who I'm becoming. And then I take pleasure in the pursuit. And then when things are not going my way, I'm able to just have a rational humor about it. I'm just laughing my way through. Oh, blowout. Something happens. Like when I went through the financial issues in Lisbon when my funds got frozen because I made too much money, I remember documenting on those live streams because I read this book. It's called reality transurfing, and that really helped with my overall mindset. I think you can actually get it for free on Spotify. Reality transurfing, incredible book about mindset. And that really taught me how whenever anything happened, it's up to us to attach interpretation to it. Nothing's good nor bad. It's the thinking that makes it so, right? Perception is reality. I could go out, get blown out 10 times in a row, and it's not going to affect me the same way as it would for 99% of guys. Why? Because I decided, because I understand that I'm in control of my thoughts. And this has been so powerful for the guys who I work with, because it's like, wow, he's just laughing his way through life. He's enjoying himself. He's not taking this game too seriously, because I think it's very easy to take call approach way too seriously. It's like, it's easy to attach your entire sense of self-worth to the reactions that you get outside. Very easy to play the game emotionally as opposed to playing the game rationally. But we do need to understand when we're going out there, it's a lottery, right? You don't know which girls are going to be single. You could approach 10 women. They're all happily married with a dog and a white picket fence. You might just get unlucky. So it's difficult because you don't want to attach your sense of self-worth to the reactions that you're getting, especially when you first start doing this. Like, if you are a complete beginner, download my free courses. I'll link them below. Those will give you everything you need to get started and get results. And then, what was it? The final thing that I wanted to say was the reason. A big reason why the guys who I work with, they absolutely adore working with me, is because it's not just a solo sport. It's a team sport, and it's an extreme sport. I got this from Joseph. So shout out to you, Joseph, integral member of the Entourage. Cold approach is a team sport. And what my guys really love about working with me is they don't just work with me. They don't just get access to me. They get access to my entire network, right? There's nobody else in this whole industry that I'm aware of who gives what I give. I give you an entire year of dedicated coaching, in-person coaching experience, access to a ready-made masculine support network of like-minded guys, entrepreneurs, business owners, high achievers, guys who get it, guys who you can do business with, guys who you can talk about cold approach with, guys who you can actually go out and cold approach with. I had an amazing message. I'm actually so happy about this. I had an amazing message dropped into our private WhatsApp group this morning, and the guy that I was coaching in Barcelona, he has linked up with a guy who I coached in London. So they're in Belgium together today. They've linked up in Belgium and they're going out, they're cold approaching together. They made a video for the Entourage being like, boys, we're here, we're linking up, we're going out, we're cold approaching. It's like, this was always the vision for the network. I wanted to create the greatest network the world has ever seen, like the #1 network on the planet for guys who want to master the art of cold approach, become the most fuckable version of themselves, live a life free from bullshit, get dates on demand with the sort of women who turn heads as soon as you walk into a venue together. But like, above all else, just like above all else, get to a place in your life where you actually fucking like yourself. That's what I'm about. That's how I change people's lives. That's why guys love working with me, because I get them to a place of self-adoration rather than self-deprecation. I call them out on their bullshit. I tell them, listen, you need to be more justifiably arrogant. If I've done it, if I've gone from looking like a turnip, dressing like a moron, porn addict, who had erectile dysfunction, didn't know how to make money, didn't know what sales was, didn't know what marketing was, working dead-end jobs, stacking shelves, cleaning toilets in a zoo, cleaning fucking lemur shit off the side of a toilet. If I've been able to do this, there's no excuse for you. All that's different between myself and probably you who's watching is I just had a rational faith. I had delusional optimism. I didn't give a flying fuck what people said about me, right? When I first started this stuff 4 years ago, got comments on the regular from guys, oh, you're ugly, you look physically disadvantaged, you're a 4 out of 10 at best, why are you wasting these girls' time cold approaching? Who do you think you are? Stay in your lane. You're never gonna be good at this skill set. I'm just like, watch me. Watch me get there. Watch me go all the way to the top, because that's the trajectory I'm on. That's where I'm going to, and I'm taking all of my people with me, right? Everything that I learn, I give it to the guys in my network. We grow together. A rising tide lifts all the boats, and it's that network element that I think truly sells the product. It's like, whoa, I not only get to be connected with this absolute savage, Kristian, but I also get to be connected with other like-minded savages. That's a big pull factor to the guys who I work with, because what that does, it gives everybody else permission. Like, once you're in our private WhatsApp group, your entire mind is going to be blown. Like, we've had guys who've not even done their in-person with me. As soon as they get into their WhatsApp group, they feel the energy, they feel the fanfare of fulfillment. It's like they're going out and they're already getting results. Like, within a week of joining, we've got guys who are going out, they're approaching, they're getting dates, they're getting girlfriend experiences. They've not even done their in-person yet. This is the Entourage effect. This is what happens when you join our network. You get results fast. I do it time and time and time again. On these live streams, I'm documenting. I'm not creating, I'm documenting. I'm going to different cities all across the world. I'm changing the lives of radically ambitious individuals. And then I'm using these live streams to document it. And really, to put the nail in the coffin, to really demonstrate why I am the best in the world at what I do, why I get the best results in the industry, why I'm able to change people's lives for a living. Later on today, I'm going to drop an entire video, which documents, he's not actually called Brian, he's called Baltus, right? Baltus. I'm going to call you by your real name now because you told me that it's cool. I'm going to upload a video which details exactly how I was able to take him from a complete cold approach beginner to going on multiple dates in a week, annihilating his approach anxiety and getting himself a wife-worthy woman, girlfriend experience within just a couple of days. And that video is going to be laced with testimonials. He's going to share his experiences with you on camera so you can see I'm the person who I say I am. So you can see I'm the real deal. So you can see I do practice what I preach, and I do change people's lives for a living because evidence has got the loudest voice. I understand the game that I'm playing. I understand the industry that I'm operating in. There's so many bozos, there's so many charlatans, there's so many shit coaches who just want to take your money. They've got nothing to give you. They've got no product. They've got no service. They've got no aftercare. There's no support system in place. You probably don't even get to work with them one-on-one. You probably just get shipped off to some bozo you never heard of before. This is why I've always seen myself as separate from this industry. I'm building something truly special, and that's why my guys win, because they go through the exact tried and tested system which gets our guys results and gets our guys results fast. So dropping that video later on today, I really hope that you boys watch it because it's just going to give you my entire framework, right? I give away information, right? I give. I give away information and I charge money for implementation, meaning that watch the videos, go out there, do some cold approach on your own, build your value as a man. And then when you're ready to really take this shit to the moon, when you're ready to skyrocket your results, live a life free from bullshit, become part of this. It's not even a network, it's a lifestyle, it's a movement. Like, once you're ready to go from good to fucking amazing, that's when you apply to work with me. That's when you join your entourage. That's when you get connected with me personally. That's when things really change. So there's a link below. If you're in that position, apply to join us. If you're not in that position yet, download the free courses, watch the videos, continue to be a static spectator who's just watching on the sidelines because you know who you are. You know in yourself that you are ready, right? I'm speaking to people who know that they're ready. They're just being little bitches about not pulling the trigger, right? You're always going to make more money. You're never going to get your time back. Any money that you pay me, you're going to make that back. In the entourage, we've even got a system where you can actually make money by being associated with me. So forget about the fucking money. You're going to make that back. That's the abundance mindset. That's what I need to get you into, right? Stop living like a peasant. Whatever you spend, you will make back. Abundance. Abundance. It's not always having, it's knowing you can have. Set that intention into the universe. Say to the universe, right, this is what I believe I deserve, and just take that leap of faith, because I guarantee, best decision you've ever made in your life. Again, listen to all my testimonials. Go on my Instagram, @Casanova Dating. Go on my website, listen to testimonials. I've got more testimonials on the way. Later on today, full, basically, client transformation video where you can watch Baltus's, listen to his journey, what he got out of the experience, and then I'm going to be detailing, in really fine-tuned detail, exactly how I was able to take him from complete beginner to going on multiple dates. Like, the whole thing is going to be documented, and then you can apply that, go out there, do what I've just told you to do, and be able to attract lots and lots and lots of women. So yeah, be on the lookout. Make sure you subscribe, have notifications turned on, because this really is going to be a game-changing, life-changing video. Big shout out to you, Baltus. You're absolutely crushing it. We're going to make videos together as well. It's just an incredible time to be alive. So yeah, boys, I really loved it. I really appreciate all of you. If you want to work with me, link below. Get the free courses. You might as well. They're free. Gonna go for the coaching session now. I love you all very much. Like this live stream. Tells me that you enjoy them. I'll speak to you again tomorrow. All right.